Hey everyone, it's Sarah and I am here with my week 26 of Project Life, and this is also going to complete my first album for the year. I always have my year in two different albums. I do January through June in one album and then July through December in a second album. Mainly because I just can't fit it all in one, it's just too much. So this is going to complete my first album, and yeah, so I've laid out everything that I want to use here, and I am just going to use some thickers to spell out week 26 on my title card here. And I don't have a ton of pictures for this week. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't have a ton of pictures, like physical pictures. I have some where I printed out like movie posters and stuff like that, but yeah, that's really about it. So I'm going through some 6x6 pattern paper here and kind of pulling some stuff to use for background as almost like a 4x6 card, because in the Project Life kits there actually really aren't that many 4x6 cards in it. There's a good amount, but I tend to go through them really quickly. So I pulled that one red piece up there and I like that one. I didn't see anything else I liked, so I did pull two cards that I'm going to use on the bottom there. And then I'm just going to pull out one card right there for some journaling that I'm going to do. And I will eventually pull another 3x4 card because I have another one to use. Okay, so starting with this card, I played Bunko one night with some of our squadron spouses, and that was kind of the first spouse event that I've been to so far here. And I kept my little scorecard, so I put that there. And then I had a little Bunko card that someone had made a long time ago that I just had sitting in my Project Life box, so I decided to go ahead and use that. And on the bottom here, Josh took Kaylin to go see Inside Out that week, and then a few days later I snuck out and went and saw Jurassic World by myself, and that was so much fun. It was a really, really good movie. So I just printed out the two movie posters for those, and I will journal about them there. And then I realized I need another 3x4 card, so I'm going to pull another one here. And that is a business card for our vet that Brody sees, because as you guys know, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that my dog has been diagnosed with Cushing's disease, so he's being treated for that right now. And this is the week that the vet kind of, we have a really great vet, we really like her, but we were telling her some of the signs that he was showing that were kind of new, and so she was starting to wonder if that's what he had, and we decided to have him tested for it. So this is the week that happened. And on this card here, I'm spelling out the words Andy Mason for, Andy Mason is a children's musician, and he is from our area. So he does a lot of events where, he'll go to libraries and stuff like that and sing for the kids, and it's really fun. The kids really love him. So he was at the library on base that week, so I took the girls out there to see him. Okay, so I'm going to do my journaling about the Bunko, and I ripped off this little washi tape date label here, and I put the date on it, and I am going to go ahead and journal about that. I really love that card. It's so cute. And like I said, that was handmade, that someone gave to me, so. And then I'm journaling here about Andy Mason. I'm trying to keep everything like really super simple right now, just because I'm so behind on Project Life right now. So I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can so it goes quickly. But you're probably going to see a bunch of spreads here from me soon, because I'm really trying to make an effort to catch up. And I do have a spot there that's going to be blank in the middle on the right hand side, because on the previous layout, inside the page protector, I have a couple of beer toppers, like the tops of the beer, where you use the beer caps. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't even know the word. I had two beer caps from the previous week that Josh and I enjoyed, and I put them in the page protector and sewed it shut, so that one needs to remain blank. So when I put the cards into that page protector, you're gonna see the back of the beer caps in there. And you'll see that in the close-up picture I'm going to have here at the end. Okay, so now I'm going to work on this card. I had that little rainbow card from Studio Calico, and I had a little rainbow badge, which I don't know where I got that from. And then I'm using a little piece from my Week in the Life kit that I had left over, and it says "So Totally Awesome." And then I used a couple other little ones as well that were on the same row there. But this one I'm going to be documenting about. This is the day or the week that the Supreme Court declared that gay marriage was supposed to be recognized on a national level. I think that's the right wording for it. But they made that ruling, and it was a big deal, and everyone was most people were very happy, including myself, so I wanted to make sure I documented that because I feel like that's going to be an important piece of history there. So I put a little heart there as well, a couple little hearts on there. And then I'm going to work on Brody's, and on the top of the card there I put a little label from my Week in the Life kit there. It says "huh" on it, H-U-H with a question mark, because we had never heard of Cushing's disease before, so we had to kind of educate ourselves about it and things like that. Okay, so now I'm going to work on Inside Out. So I had this little vellum quote that says "that's funny," and that is from Close to My Heart, and I am just journaling that Josh took Kaylin to see the movie, and she absolutely loved it. And I'm going to put a little piece of washi tape underneath it as well. I didn't have a ton to say about it because I did not go with them, so I didn't see it, but they enjoyed it. And then I'm going to talk about Jurassic World. I'm going to use up the rest of that washi tape there and journal about Jurassic World, because I did go to see that one and I really, really loved it. It was great. And I also have my ticket stub on that one. And that is, I believe, going to complete, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in, and you can see the back of the beer caps there. So that's why I left that one blank. I'm going to go ahead and stick these in, and that's going to complete my week 26. And then I do have one more page afterwards that I'm going to work on right now, and you'll see that, and that will be kind of the closing to my album, because also later that week we actually traveled over to Albuquerque to visit one of our best friends who lives over there now. So we are a military family. My husband's in the military, and we live in New Mexico right now. And we are both from Florida and met in college there. And the girl that introduced us was my roommate and also friends with Josh, and her name is Diane. And she is who we went to go visit, her and her family, who live in Albuquerque because her husband is also in the military. So we're all from Florida. However, we live about 3 hours apart in New Mexico right now, so it's kind of funny. But we're taking advantage of the fact that we are so close as of right now, because we won't be forever. So they've come to visit us, and we went to visit them, and I'm sure we'll do it again, here sometime soon, because we had a great time. So I'm using, I don't know what design this page protector is. It's the one with 6 4x6 slots in it. And I don't know the actual number, design number for it, but that's the one I'm using because I just have, I have a lot of 4x6 pictures that I want to use. So, I'm not putting a ton of details about the trip because I am going to make a separate mini album for it. One of these days, I have everything set aside for it. Have I touched it yet? No, I have not, but that's another story. Okay, so I'm cutting down some 6x6 papers here just to kind of use for backing things that I need to. So I have, this is going to be my title card. This is actually a card from, I don't know what kit that one's from. It's from a Project Life kit. I want to say maybe Clementine. I don't know. I don't know if anyone knows for sure. Can you put it in the comments, because I'm not 100% sure which kit that came from. It's one that I don't have anymore, I know that. But so I use these stickers, and I spelled the word Albuquerque. And yes, I had to look it up because it is very difficult to spell. But I wanted to have a big bold title on here. And I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of journaling just about how, we we decided to make the 3.5-hour drive over there, and we stayed with them. I think 3 nights we stayed with them. It was so fun. It was really nice just for us to get out of the house. Especially since my husband works so much. It's nice when we do have time to be able to do something like that. And I used a couple of enamel hearts there. And then I'm going to use a phrase from these The Week in the Life phrases as well. This is all I have left over from my album, so I'm trying to use them up as I can. I literally have them sitting right front and center on my desk, so I can grab them every so often and try to use them all up here. And I believe it says the best of times is with you, or something like that. So I have these pictures here, and that is me holding Diane's son. His name was Nathan, and so I'm holding him, and then right next to that is a little school picture that she had sent with his for his birthday. So I went ahead and put that in there as well, because I hadn't put it anywhere yet. So, and I'm using these little letter cutouts that Nicole Jones sent to me, and I'm spelling out his name in pink, and I'm going to go ahead and put that along the bottom of his picture here. Trying to get them straight. It's hard when you're using liquid glue to get them straight sometimes. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. And another little heart there. So this picture here is of Josh and Layla laying in bed one morning. We tried to sleep in as much as we could, just because we don't get to sleep in that much at home, so it was nice to kind of take advantage of that. So I'm going to use a little piece of washi tape here just to kind of ground everything. And then I am just doing some journaling. But I had gotten up earlier than everyone else and like went downstairs and had my coffee. And then speaking of Layla, there she is. And then I went up to go check on the girls just to make sure they weren't like up and, you know, being loud or anything. And then I saw that Layla had woken up and climbed in bed with Josh. It was really cute. And I'm using, I decided to go ahead and use this here. I have this sitting on my desk. This is really old. I think this is from a very old My Mind's Eye piece of pattern paper. I don't know why I still have it, but I do. So I decided to go ahead and cut it out and use it. And then, because I just had that really big awkward space there, and then I used another little phrase here. I'm not 100% sure what that says. I think you can see it in the close-ups though. Okay, so while we were there, we also did a Breaking Bad tour, which was kind of the highlight of the trip for me, because I have seen and loved Breaking Bad. Josh didn't see it, so he was just kind of there. But, but I was very excited. So I'm using these vellum stickers from Freckled Fawn, and I am going to spell out Breaking Bad tour. So this is Walter White's house. And then along the bottom, I also have Jesse Pinkman's apartment and the car wash that Walter White and his wife owned in the show. And I'm very excited to get my album done because I really want to do some good detailed journaling about that. I just haven't done it yet. It needs to be a priority soon though. And I'm using another phrase. I wish I had everything in front of me so I could tell you exactly what it says, but I'm pretty positive you can see those in the close-ups. Okay, so that's going to complete that side, and then I'm going to just do some more of our trip on the back, and most of it is going to be from an amusement park that we decided to go to one day. There's an amusement park kind of in the middle of town called Cliffs, and Diane had never been there, so we decided to go one day. We got like really cheap tickets on base, so we went, and it was a lot of fun. Like, it was a legit amusement park. So the top there, I have pictures of the girls by the sign. That was right out front, And then next to that is a picture of the 5 of us. Nathan had gone to school that day, so it was just, Diane was the only one with us because Brian had to work as well, her husband. So it was just the 5 of us, but that's us on the train. And then I have Diane and the girls on the Ferris wheel, and then right there is me and Layla on the Ferris wheel. I just took a little selfie. And then Diane and I on the bottom waiting for a ride. So I'm using this little glitter ribbon. This is from Close to My Heart. It's a really pretty coral color. I'm going to use that here in a couple places. And I have this frame and it says Hey You, and I think that's from Freckled Fawn. I'm pretty positive, but I just have these frames that I'm just really trying to use up. I have one more left and I gotta try to use it somehow. But I'm trying to use stuff up. Oh, and fun fact, Diane is actually the one who introduced Josh and I to each other, so she definitely holds a special place in our heart because of that. So, but I was her roommate and she was friends with him, and she introduced us. And almost 13 years later, we are married with 2 kids, so it's pretty awesome. It's a great story. Okay, so along the bottom here, I have this little, I think that's a 2x2 wood veneer that says Best, and I think I'm going to write Great Trip probably in those Freckled Fawn alphas again, and I use a little piece of pink washi tape along the bottom as well, and yeah, I'm going to write Great Trip here. I don't know if I do any journaling on this card or not. I think I just kind of make it a decoration. We'll see in a second. It's been a week or so since I did this, so let's see what I do. It's a mystery to even me. Oh, I'm going to use a couple stars, enamel stars there, and oh, I do write a little bit. What do I write? Probably just that we really had a great time, which we really, really did. And I'm very excited to get a mini album done for it, and I really do want to work on that here soon. I'd like to get it done this year sometime. Okay, and that's going to complete it. So that completes my first Project Life album for this year. So now I got to get started on July and album number 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will try to answer them as best I can. And I will be back again soon with some more layouts and definitely Project Life spreads for you. Have a great day, guys. See you soon. Bye.